They will know this. So why are they not trying to fix immigration? Why are they doing it?
Because they want to lower our standards of living. They want us to have third world goals. Because if you think about it, in the 1990s, when I was growing up, you worked hard, you'd be able to afford your own home. Might not be a palace, but it would be okay. It would be in London somewhere, and you could have 2 or 3 children, a garden, and a car.
Yeah.
It was not a dream. It was like,
it was an achievable lifestyle.
Yeah. But now people have a goal to like live in a shoebox in the middle of nowhere somewhere. And they think, yeah, I'm winning. And that's what immigration has done. It's lowered our standards. All our expectations have been lowered because I believe that the government think we cannot provide what the boomers provided. We can't provide them that kind of cheap housing anymore. They could have. But then after Blair, because so many came in,
has happened.
So now we all have very, very similar kind of third world goals.
So sticking to this,
it's a theory. I can't prove it.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I don't necessarily agree that that was an intentional decision on part of the government to lower our living standards. However, I would say that this is the unintended consequence of mass migration. As it, let's face it, for companies, it is infinitely more economically advantageous to hire cheap foreign labour over expensive British labour.
Yeah.
And this is effectively what's happened. Our almost open border policy, that has unintentionally lowered everyone else's standards of living. We can't have 700,000 plus people coming into this country every year when we have a lack of housing. There is a finite space in this country. You know, Britain is full.
And most of these are men, and it's affecting my quality of life.
Yeah. Because they're putting them in your
So
streets.
I live in I live in probably one of the best parts of London. So I was in a bubble for a long time.
Yeah.
But now it's got into that bubble. It's burst that bubble. So for instance, I used to go for a walk in this local park before I used to pick up my child from school. I won't go in there anymore. There's men loitering, and they are all migrants, 100%. And they're loitering, and they're coming up to me, and they're unhinged, and they're frightening me. Now, I can't imagine what they're doing to younger women.
Yeah.
So I don't go into that park. So then I started finding other places to go. And I was like, going to the library of my kid. They are loitering in the library. I don't know what to do. But they can't get thrown out of the library because they're not actually committing a crime. Because I said, these men are just loitering here amongst kids. By the way, again, I have to make this point very clear. I live in one of the best boroughs of London. People are paying a lot of money to live in this borough, and it's now burst. It's not just like, oh, it's in that kind of part of London or the rundown part of this town.
Yeah.
It's in there because they're getting housed in all the hotels in that area. And they're just walking around and just being intrusive. And I have to say, just up to no good.
Yeah.
That Phil.
Well, I mean,
so my quality of life has deteriorated
because of them.
And that's why I'm moving out of London.
And you've had no option but that.
I was born in the city. I grew up here. And I always thought I was going to live in this city. I actually have the money to live in the city, but I thought this is no way to bring up a child anymore.